Just getting ready to go to the dermatologist. Taxi, Yoiter's picking me up. He speaks pretty good English, so we'll have some translation today. And the reason I'm going is I got some bumps on my back that don't look that great, and also a few others. It's almost like when you get in your 60s, your body starts to becoming like a tree trunk and things start growing on it. So some of them I'm pretty sure are not that great, but we will see. And this dermatologist is here Tuesdays and Thursdays, but they work out of a hospital in Guayaquil. So I'm heading off to Salinas, and we'll check it out. And hopefully it's just something I need to do every year or so to get any problems taken care of. Hey, hope everyone's doing okay. I thought I'd go for a walk when I give you an update. Maybe it's a little more exciting for you than me just sitting in the garden or something. You can see different places in the subdivision here. Actually, I'm walking right at the very end, so you won't see too much. But anyway, the appointment went as good as to be expected. So I'm going to throw up a picture of my back. You can see it's like a minefield of marks. And a lot of that has been around since I was a kid. I remember not wanting to take my top off when I was swimming because I was embarrassed. I didn't have all nice, clean back like some of the other kids. So see, I can't walk and talk at the same time. This really frustrates me. Anyway, so the dermatologist, yes, that's what she's called. That's the problem with living alone too, is your vocabulary in English goes down as well. Anyway, the dermatologist looked at my back, went into her office, was there early. She didn't have an appointment before, so they took me right away. And I told you I went with Yoiter, who is the taxi driver, but speaks very good English. And so he was able to translate everything, which worked out really, really well. And there was no issues with the back, none at all. So much so I had to ask 3 times, or I wanted to. There was a few bumps on there, and she offered to take those off. And I said, no, it was okay. Everything I've read is like you don't fool around with stuff that is there on your back. So left all that on, had her look at another couple marks, and actually I just walked out of the actual gate. I'll go by the guard station here. Anyway, she looked at another couple marks and no issue there as well. So there was one big growth on my ankle, and she looked at that. Buenos dias. And with that mark, I told her, and they had a huge laugh. I said, oh, I already cut this off myself a few times, which is the truth. I'm known to do strange things like that. I don't know if other guys do that. If you do, leave it in the comment. Anyway, it kept growing back bigger and bigger. This huge scab, it was gross. I won't take a picture of it, or I didn't take a picture before it was cut off. And she then took a knife. I went into another room, and that other room had all of the equipment and everything that they would use for doing more serious stuff. Yeah, this is a nice little area here, as you can see. I'm gonna go down there, and she took all that equipment, used the knife at first, told me to breathe, and then I felt extreme pain because I was a big suck, but I didn't let anyone know. That's the important thing. When you have a lot of pain, you keep it inside. And she cut it all out, and then did some other stuff that I didn't know. I could feel she was doing more things down there. And then I started smelling burning flesh. So I think that was how it was all finished. And then I sat up. She gave me some cream, or not, or told me what cream to get. And the good thing with that cream is it was an antibiotic cream, and I couldn't find antibiotic creams here. So I looked up that same chemical that was in the antibiotic cream, and in Canada that would have been a prescription drug. And here, of course, you just go to the pharmacy. So I was so happy to get that name, and it was like $5 for the tube. The appointment cost $90. I was there probably 45 minutes, and that includes the examination charge, which is normally $40 or $50 before they really do anything. That's just an examination. And then the other $40 was the actual taking off of that big um, growth, I will call it, but no cancerous stuff, and she said to come back because I'm kind of, this white gringo guy, this white expat. She suggested I come back every 6 months or so and have that back looked at to make sure that everything's still fine. She's very, very skilled. She works at a hospital in Guayaquil and then comes to Salinas about Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can get an appointment a day or two ahead of time. Like, it's really, really nice. It's such a great convenience here. And so, yeah, after a week of wondering how my health was going to be, roll the dice, and it came up okay for me this time. So we're just down on the dock here. Show you a little bit before I say goodbye. Have a great day. Have a great week. Another beautiful. Oh, there's the fish jumping. Don't know if you could see that or not. There they are. They think I'm going to feed them. I think they're tilapia, but I don't know. Now there's a lot of them coming over here, jumping and everything. But I really feel blessed. I really feel like I'm, living the good life here in Ecuador. And all the stuff you read about, and we'll cover that in another video. All the stuff you see on international news, certainly in the area I'm in the coast. I haven't really noticed any change at all since we got here 3 years ago. And but we'll talk about that another time. Most areas of Ecuador are very safe, and people don't have any issues. Anyway, that's about it. Hope everyone's doing well. And if you like these little quick updates sometimes as opposed to a full video, like and subscribe. And you'll find out what's going on with me in Ecuador, as well as some informational stuff that you may find useful if you're thinking of coming here. Anyway, take care, my friends.